I just started recording our video. Let me do it. Alright, and we are recording in 3, 2, 1, and here we are.
Welcome to the Bikers Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Brian Dirty Duvall.
And I'm Chris Tankbore.
Brotherhood is a bond shared by men that is based on loyalty and respect for one another. Brotherhood shouldn't be broken over petty differences or personal gain. To stand next to your brothers in a time of need and to have them stand next to you is what a brotherhood stands for. Unfortunately, the term brother or brotherhood gets thrown around loosely these days. Brotherhood happens when men experience such as war, prison, motorcycle clubs, and any other type of situations that allow a bond of men to work together to achieve a common goal. When speaking of brotherhood in a motorcycle club sense, you can look at the probationary period as one's introduction into particular brotherhood. When you probate for a motorcycle club, you learn what it means to become a brother. You are allowed to prove that you have the determination and heart to do what it takes to be considered a brother. Only these men that are willing to sacrifice time, pride, vanity, and personal agendas in order to prove their worth will be allowed to have the chance to be called brother. To have the honor of being a part of a brotherhood isn't given to anyone. It will always be earned. For a true brotherhood, it's defined by the level of dedication brothers give to one another. In order to have respect from others, you must first those individuals with whom you seek respect from the level of respect you expect. If you are fortunate enough to have proven yourself worthy to be called brother, it is worth celebrating. By no means does this mean that you don't have to work at being the brother you are expected to be. Typically, the real work must begin, as it will be considered work. It is a labor of love. If you are part of a brotherhood, you should want to be a brother. The things you do, the actions you take, should never hurt your brother or do anything to ruin the name of the brotherhood. The brotherhood comes before any one individual, yet it is made up of individuals. It is a collection of all type of men, with all different personalities, coming together as one entity. If one gets cut, all will bleed. To be your brother's keeper, you must keep him at his worst. You must keep him when it is not convenient to do so. You must keep him and his family as close to your heart as if they were your own children. You must also allow yourself to be kept by him, allowing him to be there for you. Brotherhood is a bond that is stronger than any force imaginable, that must be delicately cared for and never taken for granted. And that is a collaboration of 2 essays written by 2 guys who were tasked to write essays as a probationary type punishment, if you will, or honor to become brothers. And both those essays were written by me and my brother Tank here right before we were patched in.
I was going to say, last time I heard that, I was reading it in the clubhouse, the old clubhouse.
Yeah, and like we both had to write, I forget what it was, 200 words or 300 words. And this is sort of a hodgepodge of both of our essays put together. And, this episode's about brotherhood. And how that term shouldn't be used lightly. It shouldn't be used just to address somebody who rides a motorcycle. Not everybody I meet's my brother. I don't care if they're riding a clone of the same bike I am and are into the same thing. You don't earn that title from me, and I don't earn that title from you, then we are not that thing. And, that's just my personal opinion. I'm obviously not the one that gets to dictate who and what a brother is as far as to other people, but from my point of view, the way I see it, a brother is someone I've shared a struggle with, whether it's motorcycle club related, life related, just riding related. In my opinion, brotherhood comes from struggle. I don't know. That's how I think about it.
I think the best experiences that solidify brotherhood are probably wrought with more struggle. And let's say, hey, that good time when we were partying and. You know what I mean? And you pulled me up out of the mud puddle after a half hour because you were laughing at me first, but then eventually you moved me.
Well, riding. When you ride with people, struggle will come. It will find you. Riding a motorcycle is dangerous, and it's hard sometimes. I mean, if you've ever been 3 sheets to the wind trying to ride home in a tsunami, you know the true meaning of the word struggle. So when you're huddled underneath an overpass because the rain went sideways and it's foggy, and that'll build a brotherhood because you're in the shit together. I've never been to war, never been a soldier, but it kind of feels similar.
Yeah.
Because you're going through something. You're going through a struggle. Regardless how hard the struggle is, struggle. And a bond will be formed from struggle. So that's where I come up with the term brother. It's somebody I've been through things with. It's an earned experience. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't take being in a motorcycle club to recognize that. It doesn't take being in the military to recognize that. It can be just 2 guys or just 2 women. It could be a sisterhood. It doesn't matter. But when people are on the internet or at the bar, and the first time you meet them, they start calling you brother out of every time they mention, hey, brother, what's going on, brother? Dude, I just met you. I don't know your name.
Yeah.
How am I your brother? It's like, what's the difference between a chef and a cook? A lot.
Well, labels and stuff are bandied about like that. It's funny that you happen to mention the chef thing. I don't know. I spent a long time becoming a professional chef. I went to school for it. I bled. I burned myself. And I didn't even consider it until I had actually earned that title and got the degree and became a chef. And so it drives me fucking crazy when I turn on these goddamn Food Channel shows and see somebody calling themselves a goddamn chef.
Mm.
But I always remember these prophetic words that were spoken to me by a guy, one of my mentors when I was younger as a chef. And he had said, it might take you 20 years to be called a chef, but you suck somebody's cock once, you're a cocksucker the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. There's no getting around that.
So, I mean, you talk about brotherhood, and let's face it, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of wannabes out there when you talk about motorcycling, you talk about the clubs.
Yeah.
A lot of wannabes, a lot of guys that, I want to be in a club, I'm going to get this type of jacket, I'm going to, ride this kind of a bike. But the prospecting period for getting and joining a motorcycle club is there for a reason. It's not for hazing, right? It's not for people to be dicks. It's to learn about each other.
Yeah, I guess a lot of that, people think that to be a good prospect, you gotta just do what you're fucking told. And that's absolutely fucking part of it.
Well, you better.
Yeah, it's 100%. You don't want to fucking act like an asshole. But at the same time, if all you're doing while you're probating or prospecting, whatever process you want to call it, you need to learn just as much as you need to prove. If you can't learn to be a good brother to the guys that you want to be called brother by, then you're wasting your fucking time. And the same could be said for anybody who say they're independent, you know? If you want to be considered a biker, then you can't just be a dick. Being a biker isn't just being an asshole at the fucking bar and riding a motorcycle. You know? How many times have you heard guys say, well, you never leave a brother behind on the side of the road? Well, what that basically means is you got to look after the other fellow motorcycle riders because you know what it's like to be out there.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, you get a flat tire in a fucking car, chances are you got a spare in the trunk. If you're not a fucking invalid, you know how to fucking change it. You get a flat tire in a bike, you're fucked. You know, I mean, granted, today's modern age, you got a cell phone, AAA, you call a friend, whatever. But back in the day, or if you're just an unprepared asshole like myself, you're kind of at the mercy of other people. Or at the mercy of somebody picking up that fucking phone call. Hey, brother, can you bring a goddamn trailer because the goddamn bike broke? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I think is lost sometimes these days. Not all the time. You know, there's still people out there that are the epitome of brother, you know, and I've seen it, and I will continue to see it, but it's definitely something that gets thrown around a lot, and it's definitely something that doesn't get said by younger riders.
Well,
Most of the people that call me brother are over the age of 35.
well, let me see if I get what you're saying right, though, and I want to equate it to, what do they call it, Facebook.
The Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces.
Yeah, and so, like, just because I join a biker's page on Facebook, I don't have instantaneously 62,000 brothers out there? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Because I'm devastated if you were to say that that's not the case.
No, that is, no. It's social media. Like covered before, it's for entertainment purposes only.
Ah, entertainment purposes only.
You might know where the rides are. You might know where the events are. But you aren't considered cool just because you showed up. You're not, oh, hey, just are you on the same motorcycle page as I am? Great. Doesn't matter. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you as a person? I mean, I see plenty of people on Facebook acting like they are the fucking top dog, king ding-a-ling, baddest motherfuckers of all time. And you meet them, and they're $150 with glasses, and they're accountants. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be a keyboard warrior, but right up until it's time to fucking put the keyboard away and stand toe-to-toe with a fucking beer in your hand. They don't want that. But they're typically the ones calling me brother on fucking internets. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, well, morning, my brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know. I can't even pronounce what your name is, for crying out loud.
But at the same time, there are those guys, those old timers, the graybeards, whatever. Maybe they're born again. They've had a rough life, and they found Jesus, and everybody's brother and sister to them. And I get that. If there's like a religious aspect to it, where we're all brothers and sisters under the eyes of God, I get it. But for the most part, if you're going to call somebody brother, did you get him?
Confirm kill?
Fuck around and find out.
That's right.
Fuck around and find out.
Flies die on this show. Okay.
Don't fucking fly up in here with your bullshit fly. Anyways.
I'm going to leave him there so they can see what I've done to him.
That's right. Let his friends know.
That's right.
This is Death fucking Valley for flies. Anyways. Now that we got that fly taken care of, it's more important for people to get to know each other, I think, than to just start randomly calling people brother and sister, because you're going to cheapen it. You're going to take that word brother and it's going to turn into pal or buddy. And it shouldn't be that. It should be more. That should be the ultimate compliment you pay somebody, is to call them brother. There should be no other higher fucking compliment. You know? I get called buddy by the Pakistani guy at the gas station.
Oh.
I get called fucking pal by the guy working at the fucking grocery store.
Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot there, pal. Nice. Way to go, Sarge. Got you there, Captain.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit either.
It is what it is.
I know, but
But at the same time, when I meet a guy and I walk up next to him to order a fucking beer at the local dive bar, and he's like, "Hey brother, how's it going?" When did we become brothers?
Yeah.
Because I don't know you.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's got to be earned.
It's got to be earned. You can't just start calling every goddamn person you meet fucking brother. Then what are you doing? You know. And like I said, it's not a motorcycle club thing, in my opinion.
No.
You know, I've had brothers before I was in a motorcycle club that weren't my blood brothers from another mother, if you will. And even to this day, I got brothers from other mother chapters. You know, some of the moments I look back since being in a motorcycle club is when old timers from other motorcycle clubs that have been around forever.
Yeah.
Clubs that have been around 20 years before I was born. And I've got gray hair. So, a while, right? They've been around a while. And these guys got patches that have been around longer than I have. And you'll hang out with them here and there, go to parties, do things with them. And next thing you know, they start calling you brother. That'll fucking move you.
Yeah.
You know? Here's a guy you respect. Here's a guy that you think is somebody who's almost mythical. A guy who was there in the early days, back in the day, in the 70s, 80s, whatever. A guy who's been fucking coked up and banging chicks outside in a fucking rain. Oh, he's fucking hardcore. He just called me brother. That means something. Because you know he doesn't throw that fucking word around lightly. He's not just going to call every asshole he meets fucking brother. You know, I went from, hey you, what's going on, to having a name, to being called brother. That means something, and should mean something. And it should mean something even if you're not that guy. Don't call every fucking dude you meet brother.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you actually get a brother, or you have a brother? You want to be able to address him and let him know that you care more about him than you do the average asshole. So if you call everybody brother, then how does he know? You know what I mean, pal?
No. I know exactly what you're talking about there, Captain.
Yeah? All right, Chief.
Yeah, Chief. Sarge. It's all about respect, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Just plain, simple, old school. I don't know. This social media crap, I think, is, it's fun. It's entertaining. It's given me the opportunity to get on there and regroup with some people I haven't seen in a long time. There's people that have contacted me that I didn't like then and I still don't like now. And you know what? Facebook has given me the opportunity to remind them of that. And so that's been kind of fun, too.
Social media is really good at connecting you with everybody that you forgot why you didn't connect with to begin with. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know how many times I've been hit up by a guy that I haven't talked to in 10 years. Oh, hey, man, how's it going? Oh, yeah, okay. And we start talking, and it's like, oh, yeah, now I remember why I never talked to you.
That's
You're
right.
a dipshit.
Because you're an asshole.
They probably think the same about me, and that's cool. I get it.
Yeah.
There's going to be those people in the world that just don't fucking like each other. It is what it is.
And that is the reason I don't go to my high school reunions.
Never been to one. Never been to one.
Well, I did. I went to the first 3 that my high school had, my class did. But the only reason that I went is because my class was pretty industrious, and we paid for, in total, our first 3 reunions ahead of time while we were still in high school.
No?
And so it was 3 free parties I knew I was going to go to. After that, I could have cared less.
No.
I really couldn't.
I didn't even get invited to mine. I don't know. The jocks or whatever, I never really, I was a fucking punk. I was a kid with the goddamn fucking mohawk and smoking fucking dope and doing this and doing that. And you gonna get him?
I hope so. Oh, little bastard got it.
Fucking around.
He's just mocking me right now.
No, he's
That's
mocking
all right.
you.
That's okay.
Anyways.
Clap comes across pretty cool on the screen. That's nice.
Does it really? So, this podcast brought to you by alcohol and marijuana.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink anymore. So.
No, me neither.
No, I turned pro and had to stop.
Yeah, this is non-alcoholic Busch Light. But, yeah, my point is, I mean, if you're going to be in the wind with your knees in the breeze, riding your two-wheel death machine, just don't cheapen things. You know, you don't have to call everybody brother to be considered a biker. You know, you don't have to call every fucking buddy brother you meet just so you get liked by them. I mean, listen, you want to be all kumbaya and get along with the whole fucking world, hey man, more power to you. I wish I could be that. I envy people that are like that sometimes.
Yeah, I often wondered about them, yeah.
You know, I mean, I get a shit fucking attitude, sure. Sometimes I go out and I just want to be fucking left the fuck alone and want to ride my fucking scoot. Maybe I'll stop somewhere, maybe I won't, and then I just want to fucking zone out and vegetate and not have some random asshole fucking come up to me and try to strike up a conversation. Those days happen. But,
yeah.
You know, I also, even when I'm in the bestest of moods, I don't call just every fucking swinging dick I meet fucking brother, you know? But there's people out there that do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're talking about this a little too much.
That's okay, you know. It's alright, it's a sore subject you can see. So just don't go fucking on Facebook calling everybody brother and sister, alright? Make them earn it, goddammit.
You know, so this past weekend...
Yeah, you took a trip, didn't you?
I took a little trip. We got a brother in the club, and he's an old boy. He'll be 71 this January.
Yeah.
And he's what, I guess, I don't know, just people in the Midwest call this type of person, but anyways, he's considered a snowbird. What it means is he spends April through, say, October in the northern half of the country, and then October through April, he spends it in the southern part of the country.
I'm getting ready to try that out myself here.
Yep. So it's one of those deals where he just doesn't like cold weather. And rightfully so. You know, if you've spent enough time in the Midwest, upper Midwest, to where you don't want to have to fucking shovel snow anymore and deal with sub-zero conditions.
I gotta tell you people, some of you listening to this, we had 35 fucking degrees below zero without the wind chill, and this went on for like a month this past summer. All right?
Oh, let me explain. Here's what a wind chill is for all those who don't know what a wind chill is. Let's say it's 35 degrees below zero actual temperature with a wind chill of 65 below. So essentially what that means is that when the wind blows, which it almost seems like it always does, it feels like it's negative 65 out. That sucks.
Yeah, that's cold.
That sucks a lot.
Well, you're talking similar to a bike. I mean, 70 degrees in a t-shirt on a bike moving at 55 miles an hour feels like about 55 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely, 100%. So, anyways, every year he takes off in October, and a handful of us ride with him to a halfway point. This halfway point being usually Louisville. And this year, we went down to Louisville. It was kind of it was a good ride. No real weather. I mean, it was like 50 degrees when we took off, and by the time we got to Louisville, it was in the mid-80s, so we weren't bitching. It was a good ride.
Kind of like last year when it rained on you.
Yeah. Last year it was... It never got out of the 50s, and it was raining the entire fucking time. But, you know, when your brother is heading out of town, you see him off the right way, and you ride with him. That's what being a brother means. And this past trip, we went down, and, you know, we get to the hotel, the meeting point, the stopping point for the night, and, you know, things happen, beers get drank. Next day, you know, your brother who's 70 years old confronts you outside, and he's like, hey, brother, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back this year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that ride. Health ain't doing too good. And that's hard to hear, because you don't want to think about that. But you give him the, oh, you'll be okay speech. Ah, you'll be fine. You'll bounce back. You know, this is just a little hiccup. But that'll fuck with you. That'll leave a mark, as they say. But that's why you do this shit. That's why you go on these rides, and that's why you live every moment with your brothers like it could be their last. Because this motorcycle thing is dangerous. Any asshole can take you out. Some fucking 15-year-old that's...
No, back up.
Oh, what you got?
This is dangerous.
Yeah, motorcycles are dangerous.
They're dangerous.
They're dangerous. You can die riding motorcycles.
Fuck.
Even if you have a helmet on. I know everybody seems to think if you got that helmet on, you're fucking invincible. You're goddamn Evel Knievel.
It's a separate show entirely.
Yeah. But...
Don't kid yourself there.
But that's why you do this. That's why you go on these rides. That's why you make sure that your brothers know that you love them and that you're willing to do anything. You're leaving, I'm leaving with you. You're coming back, I'll meet you there. Because you never know when you're going to get another chance. You never know when that clock runs out for them. Last year, you know, I lost a couple people that were, you know, close to me. They were close to a lot of people, but they were also close to me. And it was sudden, you know, they went down. I mean, they were in another, you know, they were involved in another club, you know, it was another club. One of their guys died. And it was rough, because we partied together. We hung out together. We fucking did shit. I'd see him, it's all hugs and smiles, and, hey, brother, what's going on? You know, what you been up to?
Time together, man.
Oh, yeah. You know, we shared shit. You know, whether it was beers or miles, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, we were in the shit together. We did fucking shit together. And then one fucking day I got a phone call. He's dead.
Yeah.
Him and his old lady are dead. Like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. Went down. Shit happens. That's the reality of the situation. You start thinking back, man, what's the last thing I said to the guy? When's the last time I hung out with him? Did he know I gave a shit?
Yeah.
Now he's a memorial patch. And that's what being a brother means. It means extreme highs, extreme lows. And you accept both.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, isn't it?
It is a trade-off.
Yeah, but so's riding that motorcycle.
Yeah. Extreme highs, extreme lows. Some of the best times of my life have been on fucking two wheels. And some of the worst fucking times where I ended up in the fucking hospitals because of two fucking wheels. So,
yeah.
You know. Motorcycles are a mixed emotional type deal, man. They're fucking awesome. Fucking, there's no feeling like it in the world. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't know. It's different for everybody. I get it. But when I'm on two fucking wheels and I'm zooming down a fucking highway, especially if I got brothers with me, if I got brothers with me and I'm zooming down that fucking highway, I'm on top of the fucking world. But I've been down, almost torn a leg off before, banged up, laying in a hospital for fucking weeks. And that sucked. But I've never once thought about giving it up. I've never once thought, you know, maybe motorcycles aren't for me, I'm going to take up golf. You know, that never crossed my fucking mind. It was always, I need to get back out there. And
just let you know, all the golfers out there, and that's not to say that your sport isn't inherently dangerous.
Fuck golf.
But I don't think the golf club's going to kill you.
I'm going to go ahead and officially say fuck golf. Fuck golf, fuck tennis. Anyways, but no, it is what it is. I know a lot of bikers that golf. Anyways. But
I used to.
It is what it is. But yeah. You can drink while you play it, so that's a bonus. But at the same time, I can bowl. So I'll be a bowler. You can drink and bowl at the same time. and it's inside. And you get to sit down like most of the time, and it's kind of
Well,
nice.
let's talk about that for a second.
We want to talk about bowling?
No. Because when you bowl,
Yeah.
you dress like a bowler.
Yeah.
So you're a bowler.
Yeah.
You golf, you dress like a golfer. So you're a golfer. Does that work that way when you're a biker?
That's a strange. What's a biker dress like?
Ah.
What's a biker dress like? I mean, you can look at photos from, say, Easy Rider or Outlaw Biker Magazine or whatever. Long hair, beard, a vest, random tattoos, rings. That's the uniform, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to have
That's the uniform.
you got to have your Nazi Iron Cross on there.
Yeah, there was that.
And it's all about the shock value, man.
Well, yeah.
Shocking
And-
up the man,
Yep,
shocking
your
up the norm.
skulls are a fucking plus. You got black and faded blue jean. That's the color.
Yeah.
There's not a damn thing wrong with any of that. In fact, I got a beard. It was a lot longer, but I trimmed it way down because it got annoying. And I look like a fucking hipster. You know, I look like I should be wearing like $800 boots or something.
You know, brother, I don't think anybody ever say I look like a hipster. With
No,
my beard.
no.
No, I'm ugly as hell. I have a face for radio. That's why the camera's... never mind. We'll not go there.
Anyways, so that's what you think about when you think biker. But at the same time, you look at guys today, your Rusty Butchers, your Roland Sands, your Jesse James. I mean, these guys may not look like your traditional 70s and 80s bikers. They got shorter hair. They got tattoos on their fucking face. You know, they're more punk rock than they are biker.
Yeah?
But yet you would be mistaken not to call them one, because they are bikers. It's just a style. If you could put biker as a style, right? You would say the style of a biker is just individuality. You want to be an individual.
Sure.
If you identify with having long hair and a beard and, you know, stainless steel jewelry, if that's what you want to look like, then fucking look like it. It's fine. Cool, man. You got the uniform on. But if you want to have a flannel shirt and, you know, a teardrop fucking tattoo or whatever the fuck, you know, slick back hair, then do that. Who gives a shit? It's not about what you wear. It's not about how you look. It's about who you are.
It's an attitude.
It's an attitude. How do you ride?
Yeah.
Do you ride from 2 bars to that bar and then back home? That's not exactly bikerish. Do you put on miles? And just putting on miles don't make you a biker.
No. I think it's different for everybody. Everybody's got a different journey.
Yeah. I mean, it's the attitude. It's your fucking attitude. If you look for approval from other people on your style or who you are, then I got bad news for you. You're not a fucking biker.
Well, yeah, I mean, right? You have to justify.
Yeah.
I need some self-justification from the rest of the world.
Yep.
That I am in fact a true biker.
Yeah.
You're not a real biker.
There's no checklist.
Yeah.
There's no fucking checklist, you know. Yeah, oh, long hair, check, you know. Tattoos, check. I mean, it's the attitude. Are you down to fucking ride your motorcycle with fucking determination?
Yeah.
You know? And do you love it? Do you fucking love it? Is it not just an appliance? Is your motorcycle not just a fucking mode of transportation?
Do you have what it takes to peg a brother home?
Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't pulled a ratchet strap out of your saddlebag to drag your brother's bike behind your bike because his dumbass doesn't know how to adjust the clutch cable properly. True story based on actual events. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's hard to describe what's a true biker because everybody's got their own 2 cents on the subject. But from where I sit, and to me, a biker's a guy that likes to ride motorcycles. Well, I guess a guy that loves to ride motorcycles, where it's a part of him, where he feels off if he's not doing it. And the only time he feels right is when he is. Riding a motorcycle isn't just about the destination or the journey. It's the whole fucking ball of wax. It's not about being by yourself. It's not about being with other people. It's about appreciating both. To me, a biker is somebody who rides that motorcycle because they need to, not because they want to.
Well, it's a spiritual experience.
It is. It is.
I try to explain it, just to give a little background on me. I got two brothers. One's a minister. The other one used to be a minister as well. And I've said it before, I'd rather be sitting on my bike thinking about God than sitting in church thinking about riding my bike.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in a way, riding a motorcycle is kind of like a religion, you know? You have to have faith in the fact that you're not going to die by, you know, either your lack of skill or somebody's inattentive driving. You know, you're risking your life when you ride a motorcycle, 100%.
We call that fuckery.
Yeah. 100% you're risking your life. Because that's like the number one thing I've always heard is, oh, aren't you scared? Aren't you scared you're going to die by somebody running into you? I guess. I'm not really scared as more as I am like, I don't want it to happen, but I'm not going to be a little bitch about it. You know, I'm not going to not do it.
Yeah, but that fear is mine.
Yeah.
It's mine. I own it.
Yeah.
I made that choice.
Yeah.
I made that choice to sit there and sit on top of that thing and go for that ride.
You got to be a little crazy to fucking stick explosive liquids between your legs with a hot chunk of metal underneath that explosive liquid that has little mini explosions going off inside of it. You know, you got to be a little fucked up to do that kind of thing.
Well, what's kind of grounded me all these years is the understanding that when I get out there on the road, everybody else is out there trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And I kind of keep that in the back of my brain. They're all trying to kill me, yet I'm still riding.
Yeah.
And because I'm not going to let that stop me from doing it. I just want to talk for a sec. This past riding season's been really hard for me. Real tough because I've only managed to put 6 miles total. 6 fucking miles total on a motorcycle. Had some health complications that have really kind of taken its toll. And I don't want to ride if I'm going to be unsafe to myself or others on the street. Because I just don't want to do that. But I tell you what, I live on a highway, a little 2-lane highway in Wisconsin. The road to New Diggings, the road to Poopies, and everybody leaving from friggin' south central Wisconsin drives by the front of my goddamn house in their packs on Saturday and Sunday, and I hear them all coming in and coming around. And to hear them all this past year, and you think Tank, hey man, well, that should give you the impetus to get out there and to do it. If you don't think that I've friggin' tried, you're fucking crazy and you don't know me. But to know that I'm showing the restraint that I have been to not ride because I'm a danger to myself and others, as it is right now, then you don't understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there, you know, whether it was health, the finances, you know, the bike broke, can't fix it type deal. Whatever, right? I've been there. I've had a busted motorcycle in the middle of fucking summer, sitting there in the garage trying to put it back together, listening to bikes roar past my house, just getting madder and madder every time one did, you know, like, oh, motherfucker, you know.
Every motorcycle mechanic out there knows what you're talking about.
It is what it is, you know. Shit costs money, and I'm hard on shit, so it is what it is. But
ride it like you stole it.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, it's not about how many miles you get to put on. It's putting on as many miles as you can. Really. You know? I mean, I got a fucking job. You know, I work 50-plus hours a week. Yet, you know, I get out when I can. And people, oh, a real biker doesn't even need a job. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, this ain't 1970 anymore, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, don't,
you know, shit costs money, man.
well, they all think that we're criminals out there. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
today I've had an off day. I only killed 2 people at this point in time today. How about you?
Well, look at it like this.
No, I want to know how many have you killed so far.
I'm not at liberty to say, but it's more than 10. But
Okay,
anyways,
well, then he's having a normal day then.
at the grocery store. But yeah, no, long story short.
Did you hold the grocery store up while you were there?
Yeah, well, obviously.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
then that's
I mean, that's how I make my living.
But that's what people
But-
think bikers are.
Yeah. But, like, it's like this. I mean, look at it like this. Those barn finds are few and far between, right? So if you want a motorcycle in 2019, you're going to, I mean, like a halfway decent one, like meaning one that you can buy and ride right away, you're looking at $2,000. $2,000. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You might get lucky and find some shit beater fucking 80s bike that the guy's like, oh yeah, it runs like a champ, but it kind of has a few quirks and it needs a few things. But as far as like a bike that you can just jump on and ride, you're looking at least $2,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, how are you going to get that money? Yeah, you could do things that might be considered not cool by the law. But in today's day and age, man, it's so fucking hard to get away with fucking anything. Everybody's got a fucking camera on their phone.
Yeah.
I'm on biker pages, right? Me and you are admins on biker pages, right? How many fucking bikers support the blue line, right? They love cops. How am I supposed to do crime when the guy next to me wearing leather calling me brother in the bar loves the cops and is going to tell him? He's going to tattletale. He's going to snitch.
Oh boy.
Are snitches a dying breed, or are they growing stronger every day? I don't know.
Get hassled by the man.
You can get hassled by the goddamn man, because this fucking asshole is going to fucking raise an eyebrow when you ask, hey man, you looking for anything? And he's going to tell his cop buddies. Next thing you know, you're sitting fucking 5 to 10 fucking years, because they are not fucking around when they're sentencing people anymore. It is a different fucking era. You know, you can't just rob a bike and scratch off some serial numbers and go get a title. That shit is fucking over and done with.
Yeah.
You know, that gypsy mentality of doing what you got to do to get where you got to get. I mean, I'm sure there's people that can kind of manage it and kind of do it, and they're doing it somewhat, but I wasn't around back then, but listening to the stories and talking to the boys ain't what it used to be. You know? It pays to be honest.
Yeah.
But honest comes with a penalty. The penalty is hard work, less fun.
Well, hold on though, because so you might potentially have somebody who has, God forbid, a note on their bike. They've taken out a loan and they have to make payments.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make them a rub?
Well, considering the fact you can't even fucking get into a Harley for less than $3,000 these days, I don't know. You're kind of, I don't have $3,000 laying around, to be honest with you.
I wish I did.
I'm kind of a broke dick motherfucker. I ain't got that kind of money.
And
you know?
And I don't want to ride a Sportster.
No. No, I'm fucking 6'3", 200 plus pounds, man. Don't put me on a Sporty. But
It'll have low mileage though. You'll be able to get a good deal on a Sporty.
that's true. But at the same time, I mean, dude, when did hard work become a 4-letter word?
That's a good point.
You know? I'm sick and tired of these fucking assholes acting like, well, if you don't ride 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're not a real biker.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about in reference to that guy a couple months back on our page.
Yeah.
Who was saying that. Oh, you got a note on your bike, then you're a rub.
That guy's full of shit.
Well, yeah.
That guy's full of shit riding around on a fucking $30,000 CVO. Shut the fuck up. If you had $30,000 that's laying around, either A, you're a fucking big-time drug dealer, and you're fucking an idiot for fucking talking about your shit on social media, or B, you're a full of shit, piece of shit rub just trying to sound cool because you know you ain't cool. And we could see through that shit.
Don't hold back, brother. Say what you really want to feel.
That's
okay?
exactly what the fuck I meant to say.
Yeah.
But, you know, fucking hard work, man. Fucking Harley Davidson was built off the working class. It was guys with blue jeans that bought fucking Harleys.
Yeah.
It was guys with dirt underneath their fucking fingernails. I got dirt underneath my fucking fingernails. You know, I got fucking dirty blue jeans. You know, I eat fucking shit on a daily basis from some fucking company that could give a fuck less who the fuck I am as a person, just as long as I produce a fucking product. Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. And the only saving grace I have besides a lovely wife is a fucking Harley Davidson motorcycle sitting in my fucking garage that I get to ride whenever I get the fucking chance to. And that's who the fuck I am.
Yeah, but I know you, and I know if it wasn't a Harley, you'd ride it whatever you had.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, there was a time when I was into sport bikes.
Yeah.
You know, I almost killed myself on one. And
That's that leg ripping off incident you were.
yeah, it is what it is. But, you know, and I was into fucking hot rods back in the day. When I was, like, in high school and shit, I was huge into hot rods. I was a hot rodder that was into bikes. Because anybody who's ever, like, you know, street raced or whatever, or been into hot rodding, your car is broke more than it's working. So what do you do when your car's broke? You ride some beater fucking bike that you got off some fucking weird trade, you know, some 78 Honda CV750, you know. I mean, that's what you ride, and you bum around on that, and it's cool, and it's fun. You get your little adrenaline rush, and then the car's working, so you go out, oh, I'm going to race 8, take it down to the drag strip, you break the shit out of it, fuck it, and you ride your bike until you save up enough money to fucking, all right, now we got the car going, okay, we're going to do that instead of riding. After a while, I started realizing I like riding more than I like working on fucking cars. You know, I mean, I'm a gearhead. I'm a hardcore fucking gearhead. My whole life's been trying to understand machinery. Like, how does this work? How does that work? But
how can I make it go faster?
Yep, go fast. Go fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse, I guess. But my point is, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you get what you can afford. I mean, if I could afford a fucking Harley back when I was fucking 16, 17, 18, I would have had one. But when I was that age, it was the rub invasion. You know, you couldn't get a fucking Harley for less than $4 or $5 grand. And we're talking about the mid-90s, man. I was making like $5 an hour. No bank's gonna give me a fucking loan for a motorcycle. You've lost your fucking mind. I came from a fucking family that didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. Yeah. It is what it is.
Well, Harley Davidson is a boutique and financing company that happens to sell motorcycles.
It's a Harley Davidson cult.
Yeah, on a side note, I read today that the Harley Davidson live wire electric motorcycle has failed because people are not buying it. I wonder why.
That's weird. Who would have saw that coming?
Who would have saw that coming, right? What the hell?
Yeah. No, whatever, man. I mean, Harley Davidson's a corporation. Let's not forget they're in the business to make money. I mean, it is what it is. You know, motors only, fuck the brand. You know what I mean? Like, fuck Harley Davidson. I mean, it's a corporate world. We don't live in 1970. We can't go backwards.
No.
I hear people all the time bitch, well, Harley gave up on their core base. Yeah, because they wanted to make more fucking money. And they realize that doctors and lawyers and professional businessmen have more money.
Yeah,
actually have more money than guys that turn wrenches or work in a factory. So they started marketing towards them. Does it suck? As a blue-collar piece of shit fucking worker of the fucking world, yeah, it kind of sucks. But at the same fucking time, it makes goddamn sense. It makes sense. You go after the bigger paycheck. And, lo and behold, guys that have blue-collar jobs figured it out.
Yeah.
The used bike market. Rub's putting on 500 miles in 5 fucking years. Go buy one of them bikes. They're barely broken in.
Yeah, I forever amazed at that. You look at a bike like on Craigslist, like selling my 2004 Deuce. You know, it's only got 18,000 miles on it. Okay, it's 2019, 15 years, 18,000 miles. Wow.
Don't take a mathematician to realize you didn't fucking ride the cocksucker.
And no offense to that person. Okay, I'm not saying that in his mind he's not any less of a biker than the guy who does that every fucking friggin' season. But still, it just it makes you wonder. They can't be in the same categories. There's many levels of commitment to it, and I don't know. The one that seems to be in the public norm right now is that guy we were just talking about. It does this 1,200 miles a year. He rides it back and forth. He likes to be seen behind that local biker hangout that everybody has. We got a local one in town here. I'm not going to name it by name, but I used to go there to people watch.
Yeah.
It was a great place to go and people watch.
No, I mean, it is what it is. And everybody rides their own ride. They do their own thing, and it is what it is. And I don't fucking put a whole lot of thought in what other people are doing, to be honest with you. I really don't. It's but when they criticize me, then I'm kind of like, well, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you to fucking tell me I'm not doing it right? I'm not telling you you're not doing it right. I don't give a shit what the fuck you're doing.
That's right.
Well,
we're libertarians, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, leave me the fuck alone. I'll figure it the fuck out.
I'll leave you. I left
you. Well, you know what I mean. It's leave me the fuck alone. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna do what I want to do any goddamn ways. You're either gonna be pissed off or you're gonna be ignorant to it. You choose.
There's a phrase that you hear, and of course, I'm gonna equate it to club right now, but a lot of clubs, and it's called FITFO. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
FIFO, yeah.
Yeah, FIFO. Well, I like to add the T in there for the, but...
Yeah.
The second F.
Yeah, figure it the fuck out.
Figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's the world's... It's gone to shit like that. I'm going to throw my kids out there right now. I got a middle kid. Sitting there in high school, I'm enjoying a day off. I'm sitting in the living room. Kid walks through the fucking kitchen on the way to the living room after getting off from school, right? Goes all the way in the living room and says, "Hey, Dad, do you happen to know what's in the fridge?" And I'm like, "You just walked by the motherfucker. Why don't you open it up and look inside and tell me and tell yourself what's in it and eat it?" Like you had to walk all the way here. You're that fucking lazy you couldn't even open the fucking door?
It's about personal responsibility.
You see it on the social media, though. I mean, we see it. The people that's trying to get validation on Facebook, the entertainment page.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite arguments to watch it happen, because I'm going to get the motherfucking popcorn and watch this thing go down. What type of oil do you use?
2050 fucking hams oil. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Anyways, next.
You understand what I'm saying, guys?
Well, only if you want to talk about tires. What kind of tires do you run?
Oh my god. Yeah, I know.
Michelin Commander. Yeah. Whatever the fuck. I don't fucking care.
How do you ride? You're riding two up all the time. There's just so many. But I mean, they're just looking for validation. They're thinking of, hey, I've got to throw a biker question out there so I can get people to realize, hey, I'm a biker too because I asked about the oil.
Everybody wants their attention, and that's cool. Whatever. I mean, it's. What else are you going to talk about? I guess. I mean, we could talk about what we did, but then you would have to fucking do something. The problem with being in a motorcycle club is a lot of shit we do I can't really talk about openly because, it is what it is. But sometimes we share, And
we're not even talking criminal procedures here, people.
No, we're
talking it's club life. I mean, it's club business.
It's about protecting your brothers. Maybe my brother that went down south doesn't want the whole world to know where the fuck he's living. Because he's got some baby mama still trying to collect child support over 40 fucking years ago. And I don't know. I never asked. But I'm not just going to mention it. I'm not going to mention the fact that some guys met us in fucking Kentucky to bring him to where he was going. And who these guys were and who they were with. I'm not going to fucking talk about that over the airwaves. But it is what it is. It's... You don't need to know every goddamn detail about my life to know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm riding motorcycles, and I'm having a good fucking time doing it. And if that's not enough for people to fucking verify me as a biker, then, oh fucking well... don't fucking care. Because it doesn't matter what anybody fucking thinks about me. Because I'm just going to do what I'm going to do any fucking ways.
Yeah, well, looking at the clock, and it's about time we start wrapping this up. And
Yep.
just to wrap up our conversation here, because we did kind of ramble on and prattle around in different areas, but the long and the short of it is,
We're new.
well, wow, as the old phrase says, don't bro me if you don't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't fucking do it, please.
Just think.
Just don't.
Just fucking use your goddamn head.
Yeah.
You can say man or dude just as easily as you can say brother. So if you see a guy at a bar and it looks like he rides a motorcycle, or you saw him get off of one, hey man, how's it going? Trust me, he's not going to like you any more or any less if you say that.
Right.
But I guarantee you, one of these days, you're going to call somebody brother, and they're going to look at you and go, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to say it to the wrong person. So this is Tank and Dirty coming at you here. A couple of greasy bikers from Janesville, Wisconsin, in an undisclosed location, many miles below the surface of the earth.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Fuck off.
Yep, fuck off and die. All right, peace out, man.
56 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Jesus wrote a blank check, one I haven't cashed quite yet. I hope I got a little more time. I hope it's not the end of the line. Yeah, Jesus wrote a blank check, oh, one I haven't cashed yet. Alright, well, if I had to choose a number,